Excerpts from the Book of Zeal. The Elementals. Despite the initial joy the Vespers felt with the dragons, they soon found a new point of dissatisfaction. The dragons did not become the companions the Vespers had desired. The dragons could rationalize the world in a way that no other animals could. They could also communicate their feelings to the Vespers better than the world's other life forms. However, their lives centered more on instinct than reason. They were very intelligent by animal standards, but they were still animals. The Vespers convened once more. Dragul was the first to address the group.
The dragons are greater than I could have ever expected. All the animals are a delight to behold, but the dragons are certainly a step above the others. Still, I'm afraid no animal is quite what we were hoping to create.
All the Vespers agreed with his assessment.
What would you say is the problem?
Zeal asked the collective. No one answered right away.
Animals live their lives based on instincts. They do only what is necessary to survive in this world.
Lufia broke the silence.
That is true.
Praesip agreed.
Of course, that is all we equip them to do. The dragons have stronger minds than any of the other animals. Still, their desires do not exceed their own primal urges.
Maybe we should make new entities. This time, we'll specifically create them to fulfill a purpose. That purpose will be reflected in their very design,
said Kinder.
What are you thinking, Kinder?
Zeal asked.
Right now, we just maintain this world and everything in it. What if, with our new creation, instead of creating molds for them, we tie them directly to the very elements of this world?
The Vespers considered Kinder's idea.
They would have an intrinsic need to do more than just fulfill their base desires. That sounds like a good idea to me.
Eris liked Kinder's idea. So did the rest of the Vespers.
Well, if we are all in agreement, let us get started.
Zeal gave the Vespers the charge to put Kinder's idea into action. They once again divided into the groups Zeal created when they first began their great work. The Terrans used hard rock as a mold for the new life form instead of the clay they used with the animals. They each put a tiny portion of their energy into the molds. The forms sprang to life. Their movement was slow and lumbering, but they were strong and sturdy. The Terrans called them golems. The Aquas moved off to the largest body of water they could find. They drew the water up into orbs. Each one of the Aquas imparted part of their essence into the water orbs. The orbs took on a more familiar form. The new entities reflected water's fluidity in their movement and nature. They could also take on all of water's different forms. The Aquas named their creations the Undines. The Gales took their ideas high into the sky. They created small swirls of air and gave them life in the same manner the other groups had employed. The new creations fluttered about. They showed great joy in the freedom the sky offered. The Gales referred to the new entities as the Sylphs. The flares convened deep in a volcano that housed a vast lake of lava. They all took samples of the fiery liquid and separated them from the great lake. Each flare injected a small amount of their life energy into the lava samples. The lava came to life as creatures that exhibited the intensity and power of the fiery substance that served as their foundation. The flares called the creatures the Ifrits. The Lifa remained in the spot where the Vesper collective had convened. They moved over to a nearby grove of trees where they often conversed with Zeal. These trees were not as numerous or widespread throughout the world as other plants. However, they brimmed with mana in a way other plants did not. The Lifa gave each tree some of their energy. The trees were already alive, unlike the materials the other Vesper groups used. So the addition of the Lifa energy didn't cause them to spring to life. Instead, the trees evolved into something greater than they had been. The Lifa referred to the enhanced trees as the Dryads. The Vespers reconvened along with all the new life forms. They greeted them all and explained to them about their origin and the world in which they lived. Zeal addressed them all.
We Vespers welcome you. You are the embodiment of our desires for companionship. This world is yours as much as ours. You will live in it and care for it. I hope you enjoy life as much as we do. You shall be called the elementals, as we are called the Vespers. This is because we made you from the fundamental elements of Enfadiel.
The elementals expressed appreciation to the Vespers for their creation. They departed from the Vespers, eager to explore the world and experience everything life offered. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe for more tales from Zeal. Also, look out for Birth of the Forever King, the first novel from the world of Zeal. It's coming soon.